NGBN TV, a network for men in their 40s, 50s, and 60s, coming January 2024.
This is the rundown with Rubio for Tuesday, November 14th, 2023. Everything happens for a reason. On Wednesday, San Francisco is getting some high-profile visitors, like dictator of communist China, Xi Jinping will be there. And here's the big thing. All of a sudden, San Francisco is a nice place to be from, a nice place to walk around the streets. In just 3 or 4 days, San Francisco has cleaned up the entire city. It looks beautiful. It looks like Beverly Hills at this point. They've taken all the hobos and pushed them out of the way. I have no idea where they've gone or what they've done with them, but I just know they're not there. They've cleaned up all the trash, all the hobo encampments, all the tents and all that stuff, and just barbecues and chairs and desktop sets up have been out right there on the streets and on the sidewalks. They're all gone. So if I'm looking at this, I'm wondering, what the hell have you guys been doing for the last 15 to 20 years where San Francisco has just become an absolute hellhole? People have been complaining nonstop. I was there a couple years ago and I told my wife, soak it up. We're never coming back here, because I was literally walking over human and dog crap nonstop. They had an app out of marked where there's dog crap and human crap, and they had to shut it down within a day because it got overloaded with too many people. People were leaving car windows open saying, and put laminated signs says, there's nothing in here. Please do not break into my car, nonstop. And then all of a sudden in 3 days, they cleaned it all up. That is amazing. And it's also amazingly sad that they had to wait for other leaders to come to town. Why wouldn't they just do it themselves? And it proves that they had all the power to do it before, but they just didn't do it. This is pathetic. There are winners and losers in life. A significant portion of the 10 freeway in downtown LA has been burnt up. How do you burn up a freeway? What turns out, yet again, we're going to go back to the hobos. They had a hobo encampment underneath one of the overpasses, and they had all these mattresses and tents and all that stuff. It caught on fire, propane tanks, all that stuff started exploding, and boom. We're talking a massive, massive fire. You could hear for miles away, they said. And this is like destroying a major bridge in a city. It actually is a bridge, okay? It's like destroying a major bridge in a city. I was reading reports that to go 8 miles now, because you can't obviously take the bridge, you got to do side streets. To go 8 miles, it's taking people over 3 hours of drive time. That's insane. You might as well walk. Of course, you can't really walk in downtown LA because let's just say it's not the safest. So let's clean up the hobo encampments, and LA people, I don't know what to tell you, man. You're losing big time on this one. Accept and embrace. Kathy Hochul, the governor of New York, is planning on conducting mass surveillance programs of social media accounts for hate speech. What could go wrong? Literally everything. Who's the one monitoring this? Okay, what if I say I hate jogging? Okay, we're using a minor attempt here, but I hate jogging. And someone who's monitoring all of it says, I love jogging. Boom, put surveillance on this guy. Obviously, that's a very minor case, but who's saying what is hate? And what happened to free speech? You can say you hate me all you want. I don't care. You're allowed to say that. I think you're an idiot, but that's what it is. So this is just bad. And they're going to be collecting data as well. In New York, accept and embrace. You voted her in. Working hard is not enough. This is one of the dumbest things I've ever heard. A couple weeks back, the Colorado Buffaloes were playing the UCLA Bruins in football at the Rose Bowl, and Colorado is obviously one of the most high-profile teams with Deion Sanders coming in. They're having a bit of a struggle right now. I think they've lost 4 in a row. But during the game, their locker room was robbed from jewelry from the players. It turns out they were UCLA football recruits there. So high school seniors who were getting recruited by UCLA happened to wander into the locker room and stole jewelry. Hey, idiots. There's cameras everywhere nowadays. And you're trying to get recruited to the UCLA Bruins. I'm pretty sure that you're not going to get recruited anymore now. And you probably are going to have some jail time because you're so stupid. Good job, bud. Confidence is the key. Jimbo Fisher was fired as the head coach at Texas A&M. He had a rough couple of years. He had 1 or 2 good years, but their program is known for its football. Obviously, it's a big football school, and they had to pay him $117 million guaranteed. Excuse me, this number's blown away, but his contract wasn't up. So they still have to pay him without working now. So he got fired, and they're saying basically you don't have to work. They're going to give him an additional $76 million of his contract. So he only worked for like $40 million worth. So he has $76 million just to be fired. Wow. That is simply amazing that he's going to be fired and he still gets $76 million. Wow. Good for you, Jimbo. All right. If you have any questions, you can email Rubio at therubiomethod.com.